everyone, my name is Sami Nye and I am playing Miss Sandra in San Diego Musical Theater's production of All Shook Up. And welcome to my interview on the run. So I'm just here in my backyard and I thought I would answer some fun questions for you. So, first question, tell us about your performance history and what brought you to this production of All Shook Up. So I'm a San Diego native. I grew up in San Diego doing lots of theater. I went to Cathedral Catholic High School, Go Dons, and did all the shows there. And then when I graduated, I went to USC, so go Trojans, fight on. And I studied theater and public relations, did a bunch of shows. And then when I graduated, I started working professionally in theater and did some shows around Southern California, and then I did a contract as a vocalist on a cruise ship, which was amazing. So I got to travel all over the world, and I got to go to places like Africa, Southeast Asia, Australia. I got to go all kinds of places, so that was amazing. And then when I came back, I started getting into theater again, and I don't remember how, but I somehow found out that SDMT was doing All Shook Up, and I remember years ago I saw the tour when it came to the Civic Theater, and it was one of those shows where I saw it, and I mean, I grew up listening to Elvis Presley music. My dad is a huge Elvis fan, and so am I. So I remember seeing the show and I was obsessed with it. I bought the program, I bought the CD, I listened to it in my mom's van like all the time, and it was just one of those shows that like the music and the score I just love. So as soon as I saw that SDMT was doing it, and it's not a show that people do that often, so I was like, I gotta, see if I can get into that show. And so I'm so happy to be a part of this production. Really exciting. Okay, so next question. Let's see. What do you like most about your character and why? Ooh, oh gosh, there's so much that I like about Miss Sandra. Well, she's such a fun character to play. I mean, her journey from how she starts, how she enters the show, she serves the show as, she provides a lot of the conflict for the other characters because we're all running around, falling in love, and so she is such a fun character to play because she starts out so, put together and elegant in a way, and then we get to see her just kind of loosen up throughout the show, and it's very fun. It's a really fun show. It's a really fun part to play. But something else that I really like about her is that she's first of all, she's very smart. I love that she's intelligent, she's beautiful, she's sexy, and she's empowered. But something else that I really like about Miss Sandra is that she is really lonely. She is so lonely and so desperate for human connection because she goes, from town to town, and she is the curator of all these museums, and she loves history and literature and language, and she can't find anybody that she connects with. She's so used to people seeing, what's on the outside and being attracted or falling in love with that, and nobody takes the time to really know her and connect with her. And so it's really fun to have a character where their stakes are so high, where they just want that human connection, because I think everybody can relate to that. We all want to connect, and we all want to feel seen and heard, and so it allows me to explore so much in this show and really create a fun arc and a fun journey as she goes on this kind of wild, crazy adventure. So I love playing Miss Sandra. I feel very fortunate to play her. Let's see. Okay, next question. What is your biggest challenge in this show? Ooh. Okay, I would have to say my biggest challenge is not laughing or keeping a straight face on stage when I'm with my scene partners, because they are so funny. This whole show is hysterical, but I'm so bad when I'm on stage, and if I get the giggles, it's really hard for me to keep it together, so I have to really breathe and stay in the scene as the character and not watch my scene partners do their thing. They're brilliant, so I guess that's a good problem to have. They're so funny. Okay, so number 4, what will the audience be thinking about in the car as they drive home after the show? Ooh, well, they're definitely gonna have Elvis songs stuck in their head. I mean, we've got all the best hits, you know, we've got Jailhouse Rock, we've got Blue Suede Shoes, Burnin' Love, Can't Help Falling in Love, just all those amazing Elvis songs. So you'll definitely have one stuck in your head. You'll have probably a lot of them stuck in your head. But I think it's such a joyful show. It has so much heart. It's about love. It's about the transformative power of music. It's about connecting with other human beings, and it's such a universal show. And I think people will be driving home singing, thinking about love, and laughing. Probably just having a really, really joyful car ride home, which is amazing. Let's see. Okay. Question number 5. What is your favorite thing to do when you're not doing theater? Okay, so one of my favorite things to do, I live in Los Angeles now, and so one of my favorite things that I've been doing with my friends is you know, on the weekends, we will just pick a neighborhood that we've never been to, never really explored, and we'll just go. We'll have no plans. I love exploring new places and really getting outside of my comfort zone, and there's so much that different cities have to offer, and too, especially in like San Diego, even though I've lived here for pretty much my whole life, I still feel like there's so much that I have yet to see. So while I'm down here doing this show, I will definitely have to explore. So I love doing that. I love cooking. I love going to the beach, being out in the sun. I love hanging out with friends. I love going to see shows and movies. I love spending time with my family. There's nothing like just a good, lazy Saturday morning, catching up on your favorite shows, having a good cup of coffee, and snuggling with your dogs. There's just nothing like that. Yeah, I mean, I love, just having as much fun and enjoying making the most of my time off is really wonderful. All right. So, I think last question. Okay, if you could pick any role, what would it be, and why? Ooh, gosh, there's so many. That's such a hard question. There's so many parts that I want to play. Gosh, I think, okay, if I had to pick one role, something that's very all-encompassing, I think I would have to pick Glinda in Wicked. I think she, you know, if you're going for just one part, it's one of those roles where you kind of get a little bit of everything. You know, you get to sing, you know, classical, legit soprano. You get to sing, you know, your fun mixy belty style, which is great. You've got the comedy, such a great comedic role, but you also have like the drama, and I love characters like that where, you know, you really, the arc and the journey of that character from where she starts to where she finishes in the show is beautiful. And it's just one of those shows that it's just a really good show. And I think that there's so much to Glinda, and there's such an opportunity to really make that part your own and bring yourself to the character, which I love. So yeah, I would have to say Glinda. I'm gonna put that out there. Glinda in Wicked. Yeah, so I think those are all my questions. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my interview on the run, and please come see San Diego Musical Theater's production of All Shook Up at the Horton Grand Theatre from August 2nd to September 1st. It is going to be a beautiful, joyful show, and we would love to see you there. Thank you.